Hello, everybody. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Azami. And if you're not new here, welcome back, love. I missed you. I hope you're having a nice day. I'm going to be discussing with you all very briefly on how to easily read anybody like it's nothing, bruv. Literally. I've always had a natural ability, natural talent to read anybody because of my empathy and my ability to just sit and absorb people's energy. However, throughout time, I have taught myself, unfortunately, how to start giving people the benefit of the doubt, making me naive. So I have to get back into this mode where I am constantly discerning and using my intuition and just being able to be the observer in general. It really truly starts with developing your intuition, developing a sense of intuition. We like to get trapped in our thoughts to the point where we lose sight of our intuition because our first thought gets clouded by the rest of the thoughts trying to convince the first thought that it's untrue. And we don't realize we're doing that, but it takes being present. Y'all, it's windy out here. Your intuition is always your first thought. And so in order to be able to trust that first thought, like for anything, like this is for making a decision, whether or not you're uncomfortable, whether or not you feel uncomfortable, when you're in any situation, in order to trust your first thought, you have to be very much so present in your mind. It's a mind, body, soul connection in order to connect with your intuition into however you're feeling in whatever decision that you make. If you trust your intuition, the decision that you make is going to be valid either way. We need to be able to start observing, not just people. Okay, developing your intuition does not mean just observe people, but it means to observe yourself, okay? It's a self-awareness practice. When I say self-awareness, it's not just knowing you, it's really knowing you to the utmost extent to which you kind of know your every move. You're not unpredictable to yourself. You may be unpredictable to others, but you're not unpredictable to yourself, and you know yourself enough to be aware of the areas in which you need to change. Now, people like to call themselves self-aware when they're really not, okay? Because self-awareness also takes understanding your shadow side, understanding your dark side, and being able to associate yourself with that quality. That doesn't mean that you are that quality. That means that you possess that quality. And that does not mean that you cannot get rid of that. If you're lazy sometimes, that doesn't make you a lazy person. It means that you have lazy qualities. You act lazy. That's your actions. But we can shift our actions because we are in control of ourselves. Either way it goes. You have to be aware of your shadow, because when you are not aware of your shadow, then when it comes to other people, when they show you their shadow, you brush it off because you don't even associate yourself with. Of course, when it comes to people, you can just attest their vibe, and like that's cool too. But you have to have a certain amount of awareness of yourself so that you can practice so that you can practice empathy in a way. Now, I call myself an empath, not on no corny shit, but just on some real shit. Like, I really feel like when it comes to other people and their energy, I absorb that. And it's actually a very interesting and detrimental plight to be an empath. At the end of the day, it's like a power. It's like a superpower in a way, because you can use this power for like good, but you can also use this power for evil. But in this case, we're talking about putting yourself in other people's shoes and to absorb their vibe. Of course, this takes being present whilst talking to anybody. You need to learn their facial expressions, how they're talking to you, and their tone of voice, as well as the body language they're presenting to you. And you need to figure out how you would act if you were doing these same things, okay? Now listen, I know when anybody's nervous around me. I know when nobody has to tell me that somebody is nervous around me. I know because people will start shaking their legs, their hands, start playing with their ears. They'll start becoming more out of their body. And when you're nervous, you're too much in your head. I can tell when somebody is in their head around me and not being present, because when I'm nervous, I do those exact same things. If I'm in my head, I may shake my leg a little bit, and then I'll be like, wait, wait. I'm two in my head. Let me calm myself down a little bit. Okay, and so when anybody's shaking around me, I'm like, okay, like what you thinking about? What's on your mind right now? What got your ass shaking? That's a body language thing. But you can also tell they're stuttering and stammering over their words. I do that a lot. As much as I like public speaking, I hate it so much because my body is just not used. Like my body doesn't like public speaking. My mind likes public speaking, but my body doesn't like public speaking. So since my body doesn't like it or isn't used to it, she just gets too excited and too overly nervous where she runs out of breath and she starts stuttering and shit. And it's annoying and it's embarrassing. Just like, oh my God, like, God damn. You can even tell when somebody is interested in you by the way that they're looking at you in the language of their eyes, because eyes speak, and that's why they call it the windows to the soul, because you can truly see the depth of a person through their eyes. But you just have to you have to pay attention, and you have to really be present in this person and how they look and what they're doing while they're around you, so that you will be able to discern them and figure out how to move forward throughout that. You must take people's words at face value. Don't take people's words as the way that you want to interpret them. Take people's words as how they are saying them in the context in which they are saying them. If somebody is like, nah, I don't want to be in a relationship right now, even though their actions are saying otherwise, their words spoke volumes. You must take their words at face value, okay? Because somebody will egg on some bullshit with you, even though they said that they don't want that, they will still egg it on to use you. Having that awareness so that you can protect yourself. So I'm saying how to easily read anybody for your own self-protection, as well as knowing when somebody is being genuinely them and when somebody is being authentic. Fake people, they are like yes men's. Fake people, their words do not align with their actions, and you can easily tell that. You can easily tell when you piss somebody off, even if they don't show it, through their tone of voice change. It's simple. And even if you don't realize it right then and there, you'll be able to easily go back and think, damn, I know I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping because my first instinct was weird energy, period. And that's just that, y'all. Make sure you are being present in the presence of others, as well as being present in the presence of yourself, so that you can become the observer of yourself. Once you become the observer of yourself, you start to become the observer of everybody else, because we are all connected. We are all different individuals as people, but we still possess the same emotions and the same type of qualities that make us people. Learning how to read people is knowing that you are no different, for real, from anybody, and the things that you experience and the emotions that you feel. Somebody has felt it as well. All right? Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for me. Also, what y'all think about this necklace? It's cute. Yeah, it's on my Etsy shop. So make sure you click that link in my description if you want some more crystal wire wrap jewelry or vintage jewelry, something like this, to get you right. Okay? All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Bye.
I've been in my happy thoughts and I just really haven't had time.